You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Our Scratch programming is for 8 to 10 years old and 7 to 10 years old in for the lessons. We call it Superhero Scratch programming. We have, like I said, 3 levels. I'm going to focus more on the camp. As a reminder, this is our daily schedule, very well balanced between some fun activities and some coding activities. And the coding activities are also very fun, but we just want to make sure that we balance and stretch and socialize. Those are the examples of projects. So we start with a very simple project of a cat moving, and we have to click on it in order to be able to score a point. The second project is basically a fish. We'll call that the fish tank, where you're the fish and you're the shark, and you're trying to eat as many fish as possible, and you score a point every time you have a fish. Then after doing a few games like this, we break into art. And the objective for us is to have the students familiarized with the Cartesian plane, XY coordinate or ordered paired. So we basically start with a simple project where they have to stack up, 2 shapes together to make a house or make a second set of a building house. During that lesson, they are really learning about X and Y coordinate systems. And we have a project with dots. So we have actually 2 projects with dots. It starts with just making fun art with dot. And then after that, we are making some postcards or with simple shapes, but making sure that we use either randomized position or specific position. We continue and we finish on an art project using a project that we use the petal, the flowers, and they learn different costumes. They learn how to create something fun and dynamic. So we used to refer that as dynamic art, because every time you run your project, you get something different. And then finally, we dive into procedures, and we ask them to make different kind of shapes. And this is basically a kind of pattern that is being created by calling 3 times the same piece of code, but with a different costume. So we have step-by-step projects to get them to there. During the camp, we will have covered the entire level 1. Level 1 is basically, a set of 2 lessons to finish the cat. The introduction, where we learn the concept of moving a sprite around the screen and the concept of variables to store data. We'll have done the Sharky, the Hungry Shark, which is the game that I showed you with the fish. And then we will have learned the concept of debugging, where we give them a set of challenges where there's a problem in their code or in the code, and they have to, the students has to fix the code. By the end of level 1, they have put their costume on their superheroes. The level 2 is, like I said, drawing shapes with the concept of Cartesian coordinate. We focus a little bit more on art rather than game, procedures, flowers, and the patterns. And then we learn the concept of an argument inside a procedure. When they finish level 2, they get their mask on. We have free introduction classes that are available, usually 2 to 3 times a week. You can, if you're not sure that you want to take this camp or this class, you can totally get online and attend one of those free introduction. We actually encourage you to do that so that you can see if your child really enjoys it.